Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne from Number 17 Personal Training and Flow State. I'm going to show you a very easy flow and mobility session that I like to do first thing in the morning. So it's very easy to follow along. So all we're going to do to begin is reach up nice and tall, getting a nice stretch. And we're going to start to roll the body down, tucking the chin into the chest. We're going to start to roll vertebrae by vertebrae, one by one. Bringing the hands down just to where you feel is comfortable. If you prefer to leave your hands on your shins, that's absolutely fine. Or if you have a little bit more mobility, bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Keeping your head tucked, we're going to start to roll the body again up nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae, until we're looking forward. Now we're going to do that one more time. So tuck the chin into the chest. And we're going to start to roll the body down all the way, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow. This time, when we've reached that bottom position, we're going to bring the right hand to the left elbow, left hand to the right elbow, and we're going to do a little gentle rock from side to side. Good. We're going to release the hands and roll all the way back up. So one movement that I like to do, it's called a walkout, and we're going to do this together. So we're going to roll down, we're going to walk the hands out as if we're coming into a long arm plank. From here, our right foot comes up to meet our right hand. We're keeping a big chest, looking ahead, and we're going to rotate around, reaching through the fingertips. Our hand comes back to center, right foot goes back to meet your left, and you're going to bring the opposite foot up. Rotating around, reaching through the fingertips, hands come back to center. We're going to cock the hips up nice and high, press the hands right into the mat, head between the hands, and we're just going to pedal the feet into a nice downward dog. We're going to come back down into that plank position, and the right foot comes up again. This time, instead of rotating, we're going to drop the elbow down to where you can comfortably bring it. So that might be all the way down to the mat. Maybe you're a little bit out here, depending on your range of mobility. Just bring it to wherever you can comfortably go with that elbow. Okay, perfect. And the opposite side. Bring that elbow down. Hands come all the way up. Good. This time we're just going to drop down onto the knees and we're going to move through some simple cat-cows. So drawing the head forward. We're going to tuck the chin into the chest and we're going to round out that upper back. Good. We're going to draw the shoulders down, nice arch in the back. Good. And rounding the back. Good, we're going to move through one more of these. So at the moment, a lot of us are working from home, and I know we're seated quite a lot. So we're going to come into a nice hip flexor stretch. So we're simply going to bring right foot in front, left knee remains down on the mat. We're going to make sure that we tuck the tailbone. We're going to stay tight through the midline. All we're going to do is reach up to the ceiling. If you have the balance, we're going to just stay here for a couple of seconds, a few nice deep breaths. Perfect. And if you have the balance, we can try and pick up that back leg. If you don't, by all means, stay exactly where you are. You'll feel this coming now quite deep into the hip flexor, into the quad. We're going to hold this here now. Oh, that's feeling tight. Okay, opposite side. So left foot out in front. And we're going to do the exact same. So tucking through the midline, tailbone tucked. Reach the hands up. Good, and again, stay here if that's where you feel comfortable, or we're going to try and pick up that right foot. Now you can hold these stretches for as long as you like. Press pause if you feel you need to stay here a little bit longer. So when you're ready, in your own time, we're gonna bring the hands back down to the mat and we're gonna do a nice pigeon stretch here, okay? So right knee, we're gonna bring that up to the right hand. We're gonna sink the hips down to the mat. Now, I have a tendency to always shift over onto one side, so we wanna try and center the hips as much as possible. My hips are quite tight, so I find this stretch pretty difficult. All we're gonna do, you can stay up here on your fingertips, or if you like, and you wanna feel a bit of a deeper stretch, you can walk your hands down onto your forearms, and if you're really comfortable, you can bring your head down onto the mat. So we're gonna hold this again. Good, in your own time, we're gonna ease out of this, okay? So nice and easy, tuck the toes on your left, press up and into the opposite side. So left knee comes up to left hand, sinking the hips down, big chest up onto the fingertips, and if you're comfortable, we're gonna walk it down onto the elbows. Couple of deep breaths here now, right into the belly, in through the nose, deep into the belly and out through the mouth. One more. And in your own time, back up to the palm of the hands, tuck the toes on your right side and press out. We're gonna do one last downward dog, bringing the hips up nice and high. You can get a little bend in your knees if that's more comfortable. Press the head between the hands. And we're just gonna feel that stretch on the backs of the legs as we pedal each foot, getting our heels a little bit closer to the ground each time. Back into plank position. We're gonna do one final walkout, rotating around. Hand comes back to center. And opposite side. And from here, all we're gonna do is simply walk our hands all the way back in until we're up into that standing position.